My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Arakir Gallagher, and the head of Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer and the Enedwaith campaign. Now, this campaign, this episode marks an absolutely incredible moment for myself. For all of you, it will mean nothing. It's just another video gone up well, it's recorded on the 14th of March, but for you, it's gone up on what, the June sometime? The 2nd of June. But for me, this episode marks the last of a horrific amount of recording that I've smashed out in the past 2 weeks to have enough videos to cover whilst I'm away. And this video right now marks the last one I have to pre-record before I am done. So this is something like the 40th episode I've recorded in a little over, I think, a month. And just to have enough to go up whilst I'm away, which is incredible. So this is a really big moment for me, but as I say, for all of you, it's nothing. It's just another video. But to the video at hand, we are now preparing to defend against these two armies, which will almost certainly attack Ostinethil. They might move on Byrig, who knows, but with the now ridiculous income we've just got from Moria, we will try and train anything that we can to counter these units. Now, cavalry aren't actually that good against dwarves. I don't really know why. It might be something to do with the animation, but cavalry aren't amazing against dwarves. Oh dear, press play, yes please. Right, so we'll end turn and find out what's going to happen. So I don't really want to rename Moria because none of our generals that we have alive at the moment have really earned the name. And in the last episode also we fought Moria, but it was a nothingy battle, and we lost. Obviously, we lost about 100 odd men, but it was pretty much over before we even attacked. And I only attacked it just so that you could all see what Moria looks like, because I'd sieged it for 11 turns. Oh, they've just sent a spy in. Cheeky buggers. It looks like the dwarves are heading back to the mountain, actually. Might because it was diminished. It's always been plundered, ransacked, and stripped bare. Ered Luin have prospered. Moria have waned. Kharndum has been lost. Mistrand is besieged. Oh, let's toggle fog of war here. What's happening to the world? There's their now faction leader. Oh, they get loads. Lord Floy, High Lord Gain. Oh, wow, there's a lot waiting to come back, isn't there? So that's why these guys are heading over here.
Yes, my lord.
So I'm going to abandon that fort, actually.
Orders, my lord.
So, defenders to go back into the castle.
Yes, my
Chieftain
lord.
Lachline, you're going back into Moria.
With honor.
Do we want to swap out any of your units? The archers aren't very useful in Moria, but javelins are. You've got some Angren raiders there. I could take some generals, because you're never going to take that fort, not with those forces. But we can harass the forces on this side, can't we? So let's go and do that.
Yes. Pulling back from the walls.
And you, gentlemen, it will fall to you to defend Moria from the vast hordes that are coming back for it. Bregost built catapults. Argon's built catapults. Oh, yep, retrain. I want a blacksmith. Retraining even more, because I just love retraining. I can't get enough of retraining units. I jest, of course. It's the most boring feature of this game. Right, why did we toggle fog of war? Because Mistrand has been besieged. Oh, but Mistrand is... Oh, yeah. It's still held by the forces of Ruin. I got the wrong way around there. There's their faction leader there. Dorwinian doing very well. Roman Darkhill. And a wandering people I just saw. Wandering army sighted. Dwarves of Khazad-dûm. And Kharndum has fallen to Ered Luin, which is why they now prosper. The Northern Dunedain prosper for some reason, though. But what did they get? Camath Bryn. They took Camath Bryn back. Rohan, has anyone arrived yet? Mordor. Gazoof. Rohan are going to war with Mordor. So Gondor are now holding firm, which has a knock-on effect in that Harad are being held at bay by Dol Amroth. Chieftain Pathan. Oh, of course,
Your
Harad's
corpse
stats
will
will all
be
have been
thrown
changed
to
by
the
this episode.
dogs.
In this episode, because I've done all the stat changes for Harad now, and they're vastly strong. They're far more superior now in strength. Their units are a lot stronger, but they cost a bit more. But because the Harad in this game have got Ankaragmir where it is now, in the future it's going to be moved to somewhere around here. They are getting a lot of money out of that. But with us keeping that side secure, I don't think Mordor will cross the river. Lothlorien, the combined might of Lorien, Thranduil, and Anduin are all taking Dol Guldur out, so Dol Guldur are done. I'm surprised the Dwarves and Thranduil haven't gone to war in this one, because they've gone to war in almost all the others. Rohan, are you allied to anyone who I can look at? Dol Guldur. Thranduil is not at war, but he's not allied to the Dwarves either. That's why they go to war, because they don't start allied. Maybe to get around this annoyance, because they do it in almost every episode and every campaign. So maybe to get around it, we should just make Thranduil and Erebor allied from the start.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, bring it on. Now we must defend Moria. If they capture a single town, then the Horde script will cycle back round. That's how it works.
We bring word for
Oh, yes, please.
We cannot thank you enough for accepting.
Are they allied to... Yeah, so we can't ally
Well,
with them.
that seemed fruitful.
So if the Horde
Farewell.
faction captures a city, then they're back to being a normal faction. If you then take that city, they will then go Horde again. The only way to kill a Horde faction is to take their last city and then kill their armies before they can capture anywhere. If you allow them to capture a town, they go back to being a town, a normal faction. So it's all about acting quickly and smiting them before they can regain anything. Edoras has been sieged. Come on, men. We're not moving fast enough. Dorwinion took Mistrand. This army won't be retrained, but we have got one turn left till they're ready there. Oh, we can retrain our catapults. Our army from Alkford should be ready. It is
Your
indeed.
orders, my lord.
Head on over. Dunyard. It's got ages until the army's ready.
Your will, my lord.
Absolutely
lord.
ages. Did I
Your
train
will,
them?
my lord.
No, because
My
only
lord.
two... Oh, yes, because they're being retrained.
Your will, my lord. Yes.
Yes, my lord.
Head out there.
Making camp here.
They've got one more unit to train. We won't bother
Your will,
retraining
my
stuff. We'll
lord.
just take them.
As you wish.
Your orders, my lord. Yes.
Your will, my lord. We can go by your command. Your will, my lord. Orders. Yes. Joining.
Stand together there. You'll join.
Your
That
orders,
leaves
my
them
lord.
with 8 extra units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that army will move to try and support Edoras if we can. Did Khazad-dûm come? No, they didn't. But they are making their way
I'm
back.
only here to
Yes, my lord.
So,
with honor.
let's stop them. And stand on the bridge. How many archers have we got? 1 unit of archers. 2, 3, 4. With 1... Oh, and all of our generals, actually. That's a good... No, that'll be alright. Moria built a grove of stories. Keep up making it more middlemen. Where's the extra 1%? 1 and 98 don't make 100. Trading income. Average harvest. Mining income is 5,100. That's just off the charts. Off the charts. Now we just have to pray that we can defend it. They might not attack because they're passive. I don't know. I know that as we've seen in this campaign and as we've seen in the Anduin campaign, if they lose a settlement, or not the Anduin one, I haven't done it yet, but if they lose a settlement, they won't take it back. But I don't know how that works. No! Rohan, come on! Sorry, excuse me. I'm not bothered about the ring, but... Rohan have lost. Edoras, with the first army that arrived, took it. Oh, but Rohan, my army's on its way. Give us time.
Orders. As you wish. Joining forces, my lord.
Can you train a unit that they're training? No, you can't.
Your will, my lord. My lord. By your command. Your will, my lord. Yes. We can go no further today.
Well, if Rohan don't take it back, we'll go in and we'll take it back.
As you wish.
Aha!
Your
Dwarves have
orders,
arrived.
my lord.
The next crossing is at Ustinethil. Oh, that's brilliant. That's marvelous.
Yes, my lord.
Kicking the cable again. Oh yeah, I'm really quite concerned that actually Moria will now do nothing. Unless they're moving on Lorien, maybe? No, they're just grouping up and they're not going to do anything for the rest of the game. I expect, because they're passive. I could go out and hunt them down, but we'd never
Your
win.
orders, my lord.
So instead, we'll go and use this opportunity to build towers
This tower will keep vigil over the lands.
everywhere that we
Making
can.
camp here.
Yes, my lord.
This tower will keep vigil
Oh, hello.
over the land. There is healthy respect between us, my lord.
Oh, they like us as well. So it's only Lyndon that are a bit not pleased with us. Oh, and there we are. Our relations with Lyndon have just fallen even further. So if anyone is going to attack us, it will be Lyndon. Retraining there. Bregos, you can give us those. The circumflex just extends the sound of the vowel even longer. So an accent extends the sound. So for example, an accented I is kind of like a double E. But a circumflex stretches it out even more.
We're combining forces.
So if it were just an E, it'd be Bregost. If it were an accented E, it'd be Bregost. And if it were a circumflex E, it's Bregost. Which is very difficult to explain because the sounds and differences I just made are practically... There is virtually no difference. But the accent can... Oh, something bad has just happened. The accent can affect entirely the meaning of the word. For example, at the end of every episode, I say Navard den Pedimad Melun Neen. And Melun Neen means my friends. But if I said Melun Nin, that would mean my me friends. Nin is me and Neen is my. So the accent and the way you pronounce it can change the entire meaning of the word. As with many languages in real life. Fascinating. They didn't... I don't know what Captain Glorin is doing, but he didn't cross the river.
Yes. This tower will keep vigil over the land.
Now, I'm in a bit of a conundrum, because I don't want to leave 4 units of Khazad-dûm sitting around there. But I can't beat 4 armies of Khazad-dûm with their best units. That can't be done. We're Enedwaith. We're not good. To sum us up, we suck.
My lord. Yes.
So,
I'm gonna stick you.
Saruman and a hordes of Uruks have just stood outside there forever now. On the battle map, that would probably be Saruman as well. Yeah, that is Saruman. That is Saruman. Lord Saruman is sitting there doing sod all. And so are we, really. Our armies are ready. We don't have generals to lead them.
Your orders, my lord.
Let us attack this army. And that should at least resolve any problems from this episode. Don't bother training anything else. We'll use this lot as backup.
Orders.
Who's got the lowest upkeep? You archers
Your will,
have.
my lord. As you wish.
All of you bar 2 units of archers.
Yes.
You're all going to be a backup
mighty
army, and then
host.
this whole army and everything here is going to head west, group up with Barradvin, Argond, Caros Nernaled, and Dol Vorn, or Nuernaled, and then we will sweep into Lyndon. Lyndon are going to be the target. I've resolved.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my
So,
lord.
let's go for it.
We shall engage.
Oh, Glorin's got supporters from the other side of the trees. 2 units of guards of Khazad-dûm. Oh, God, no. For the second time in the Enedwaith campaign, we're about to be
Attack!
soundly beaten. I expect. I'm drinking some Tizer, which is apparently the Great British Pop. But it doesn't really taste of anything, it just tastes of sweet. That would be my description, it tastes of sweet. Now, will the dwarves come for us? I don't know. We're gonna get so destroyed. We can't match them. And this is even our best army.
To me, hillman.
But we have got done lending units.
The hills will be ours.
The hills will be ours! You're damn right they will.
To me, hillman.
Line up. Stand your ground. Archers and men of Haleth. Go behind. Stand your ground. River archers. Go up on this hill up here. Stand your ground. No, because the river archers are all that can really be seen. Go over on that side. Angrin. Go in the middle, just throw javelins at something. Now you men will hide on the hill and come down and try and swing it for us. Cavalry, you have one very specific task. The enemy has catapults, and catapults will ruin us. So, you're tasked with the destruction of the catapults.
The enemy have brought up more men.
I think they'll come for us. Where are they all? There's the catapults. There's a dwarven catapult. Come, cavalry. The enemy are marching for us. Dwarves rallying through the trees. Now this army is predominantly basic dwarven units. The catapults will shred us. Yeah, I appreciate that none of you have yet seen what a dwarven mortar shot can do ever since I edited it. And if they choose to use the mortar shot today, you're about to be in for a great surprise when you see how strong I made it. I might need to tone it down a bit. I may have overdone it.
Show him hillman might.
I just love that. Come and stand behind mounted warband.
Come forth from the hills.
I like the mounted warband. I think they look good. I'm very tempted to make the Vale Outriders look like that, because I think it's a much better unit model than the Vale Outriders have. Different shield, of course, but essentially the same. Some axe throwers have returned to support the siege. Right, you gentlemen, catapults, take them. I know you're probably now dying to see what the mortar shot looks like, but I'm not going to risk it. If we are to fight on this plain, then we'll take out their best feature. Oh wow. Did they abandon their catapult? Oh no, they blended in with the tree. I must confess that I don't care if your entire cavalry section dies, you just have to kill the catapults. Oh, there are more catapults coming in with the
The
Khazad-dûm
battle is
guard.
very much in our favour. Victory will be ours. Forth from the hills.
The axe throwers are pulling away. Oh, we are getting shot though with crossbows. Point blank range as well. Well, essentially point blank. Got the trees as cover though.
Longbows.
Foresters of Haleth are considered a ranger unit, so they've got a great range. Though the enemy is, as I say, under the trees, which covers you for arrows.
To me, hillman.
They appear to have killed the catapult.
Come
So have they.
Double time.
Not very many of you left, but the enemy general Now, I mean, it's not necessarily amazingly important that we win this. So if the timer runs out, the timer runs out. We're just trying to kill as much as we can. Well done, cavalry. You've earned your chance to run back to our line. You've really earned your chance. There's hardly any of you left. I like River Elders as well. I think they look really cool. They've got nice, like, Skyrim themed face paint. They have cloaks and I think they're just a good, tidy, professional looking model. Similar to the River Archers. I mean, the unit doesn't look especially fancy, but it at least looks neat and tidy. Apart from their faces, of course. They have major problems with their faces. Massive noses. Look at that nose. Looks like someone's flattened his face with an iron. This guy here. Right, the dwarves aren't coming for us, so archers, we're moving up. Turn it off of ×6. We've killed their catapults. They're no longer a threat. So in we go. Oh, I could have just made everyone one massive group and moved them together. Depends what their reinforcements are going to do. Oh, they're just going to group up and they're just going to sit and wait, actually. Oh, they are now coming for us. Damn! Damn and blast and damn. Rivers, hide again. You can keep hearing them shout, "Forward!" Now, there's no real general in this army. There's a captain. Captain is leading both armies. So we've got that in our favour. There he is, with the red cloak. Don't know where the other captain is. There's loads of them. Blimey. We might win, because we've dealt with the... No, we didn't deal with all the catapults, did we? Oh, sugar plums. I forgot about the other one. Cavalry, you're called upon once more. They're not firing, are they? Oh, bugger, they are. Please don't be mortar shotting. We'll find out. No! No! No, please miss. 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 Yes! Screw you guys. Hold your ground, Ben. Do not give in to fear. Oh, caught the men in the back with the shrapnel. No! Cavalry, why aren't you doing things faster? There's the next one. Oh, bugger. Crap and crap once more. Well, that's pretty much all our Angren Raiders gone, because that was a perfect hit. No! Feel free to leave feedback on how ridiculously overpowered you realise now that I've made the mortar shot. I did decrease its accuracy, I think, so it's not as accurate as the normal shot. But as you can see, it's ridiculously powerful. But I felt that it was necessary to give the dwarves something like that, because you get terrible range. Let's be honest, as the dwarves, you're not thinking about what archers can I use and how can I use them effectively. You're thinking about slow, methodical attacks with heavy infantry. That's how the dwarves play. They don't have any cavalry to speak of, and your range is awful. So to counter that and put both of those things into one unit, I've put in those catapults. Now also, namely because almost every faction you play against, or in fact every faction you play against when you play as the dwarves, when you play as the dwarves, every faction that fights against you will have some way of dealing with your catapults. As you can see, we've charged in with cavalry, and that's it. The catapults are gone. They're done. And because every faction has a way to counter them, I then wanted to make them even more powerful before they got their volleys off. And that is what I've done, and that is what I have hoped to achieve here. So, there will be many of you that just have seen what's just happened, and you'll just be thinking, my god, how ridiculous is that? You've made them mental. But I would argue in defence of it, because of their abysmal cavalry, their appalling range, And so the catapults, the siege equipment for the dwarves is everything. And because you won't get many shots off before it's thwarted by either the range of the enemy unit's archers or the superiority of the enemy unit's cavalry,
The battle is very much
needed
in
a way
our
to
favor. Victory
needed it
will
to be
ours.
better. So that's my little defense of that mortar shot. Of course, as a human player, you could probably whore that shot out and just ruin enemy armies with 5 units of catapults per army. But catapults are slow. They slow down your army even more on the campaign map. You see, they're limited in sieges. Well, not really now. They got the mortar shot. But I think I probably will turn it down a bit. I will turn it down a bit because the grape shot's also really powerful. But it will still be more powerful than what it was. I'll just make the zone a bit smaller, I suppose. Which general's fallen? Galorin. He's the one that we actually attacked. Oh, they've not got that much in the forest. These units are all that are left. And even though they're dwarves, they're shaking and quaking. Dwarves have insane morale. Even the most basic dwarven militia unit has better morale than our most elite units. The dwarves are so resolute in their abilities and strength. And they don't often run. Well, I think we are going to win. There's no two ways about it. But it's going to cost us a lot of men to bring down these guards.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Oh, I don't know, because we have surrounded them, haven't we? Well done, Ending Warriors. Holding your own. Speed it up a bit. It's pretty much all over. I should have used the Angren to deal with the Khazad Guard, actually. The enemy's not running away, are they? I think they might be, you know. I think they might just be doing an organised rout. Because the guards of Khazad can't flee. They will fight to the death. They have locked morale. So the only way to get rid of them is to tell them to run away. And I think that is what they're doing, because they are just all running for the edges. I can't exit now, though, because they haven't officially fled, so it won't count as a running away.
Our men if we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Did those cavalry just kill the... Well done indeed. Are they catching men, or are they just... No, because when they hit, because they're not actually running away, they'll stop and they'll fight if we catch up with them, I thought. Maybe not.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
No, those mounted warband are doing much better against them than I thought they would. I don't think they're going to make it to the edge, so bring everything we've got to get the last 5. I don't know if maybe telling your troops to run away makes them weaker, but they just did really well against those dwarven units. Just got to wait for those to get out, and then it's all over. And that will end the final of all of these pre-recorded episodes. One more auspicious moment. Solid victory by the men of Enedwaith. Then in the same naming style that I gave Isengard, Dwarves question mark? Pa! Exclamation mark is going to be the name of this episode. To show that we're better than them. Kill them all. You have nowhere to run to, friend.
An honourable, glorious victory!
Oh, the Vale of Anduin don't like us because of that. Galathram don't like us. Kingdom of Rohan love us, though. Yeah, they do. And we're coming back to take your capital. I might sell it to you. No, why would I sell it to them? I don't need the money.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright, so as I say, that will end that episode there. So... crazy moment for me. I'm recording this before I have even left, and the next time I play this campaign, I'll be back from all of my travelling. So fascinating indeed. So I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. Feel free to pop any comments you wish in the comments section. Feel free to discuss the Dwarven mortar shot. But as I say, I will be turning it down, but just not massively. But I will tweak it a bit. But until we speak again, dear friends, Navar na den pedimad melunin, and fare thee very well indeed.